Eastern Illinois head coach Marty Simmons, now fourth season with the program. Coach, we'll get to some questions in just a sec, but just to start off, general thoughts on your team heading into this season.
I'd say, like most coaches, Kyle, like we're really excited. We got a really good group of returning guys that I think know, what's expected of us, what's expected of the league, and then we feel like we've brought in some guys that complement that, and will add some different abilities and talents to what we have, and their attitude and work ethic has been awesome. It's been a great group to work with.
All right, perfect. If you have a question for Coach, just let me know down in the chat, and then I can call on you. And until somebody does that, I'm going to ask a few here. What do you think, as of now, what do you think the strength of your team may be this season?
Well, I'd like to, probably a couple things. I think depth. I think as we get healthy, we'll be able to play a lot of different guys, play a lot of different kind of lineups. So I think depth. A lot of guys I think can contribute to our team. But I really think defensively, we're not there yet, but I think we have a chance to be a very, very good defensive team. Again, we got some quickness, some athleticism on the perimeter, some length. I think we have some toughness, some guys that are committed, to being successful on that side of the ball. And so I would say, probably those two areas could be strengths for our basketball team.
I see. We'll go to Mike Brad then next. Mike Brad, go ahead. Whatever questions you got, feel free.
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
Doing great, Mike. How are you doing?
Good. Can you speak a little bit to the new players? You have a lot, but not quite as many as some teams have. So can you speak to some of the new players you think will see a lot of court time?
Yeah. I mean, probably the brightest spot to this point has been Zion Frooster, transfer from Virginia Wise. He's just a super young man. Just complimented him yesterday in practice. Like he goes 110% in every drill. He's got just wants to be coached, wants to get better. Can really shoot the three. Good mid-range game. Plays both sides of the basketball. He's been really good. Malik Olafaya, transfer from UMKC. I think he's got a tremendous future. He can play multiple guard spots. I think he has a chance to be an elite defender. Got great length, strength, moves his feet extremely well. Really athletic and can rebound from the guard spot. So somebody, again, I think he's got a chance to be really good. Sekou Calais, transfer from Evansville, got good length, really a good communicator out there defensively, runs the floor extremely well. Again, a guy that wants to be coached and wants to get better. So we're pretty fortunate. Really, all the new guys. Obadiah Curtis, again, just brings some athleticism, experience, toughness, can shoot the three, really can attack you off the dribble, strong, physical guard that can play multiple positions as well.
You mentioned the defense already a couple of times. In the last 2 years, your teams have set the school record for steals. I think set it 2 years ago and then almost broke it last year. Are you talking about another team that can force turnovers like that, or more just prevent people from scoring defense?
No, we want to try to get out and pressure and disrupt teams. We need to be a part of our offense like it was last year. And we got size. Tiger did a great job of pressuring the ball, but Ortiz, Malik, they give us bigger guards, longer, more, maybe a little more athletic. And Isaiah, when he can pressure it. Zion's got length. Shelton, Sawyer, it's positioning and execution of what we want to do on that side of the ball. But I think when you look at our physical abilities, our hope is that we can disrupt and turn people over and create some offense from our defense.
And then one more question. What would be the things you're kind of most nervous or don't quite know about yet? I guess the big question marks.
Yeah, I'd say rebounding. I mean, that's always going to be, it's not like, I think Cooper really adds to that. He's just got good hands, good timing. He knows how to rebound. I think our guards, we got to use our athleticism there. Like our guards need to be really good rebounders. But I think most teams, that's always going to be, the physicality part and keeping people off the glass. And then offensively, I think I said it last year, and it ended up being a great strength, but it's not been thus far. Is just making good decisions and taking care of the basketball. I think that was one of the areas that really gave us a chance to be competitive in the league, and that's something that we just playing with balance, playing off 2 feet, just trying to make simple plays versus hitting home runs. But if those 2 areas are areas that I think we need to improve in.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I know some people just joined us. If you have a question for Coach, let me know down in the chat, and I can call on you, and you can ask away. Coach, nowadays, when you get a lot of turnover and a lot of new players in your team, what's it take to blend together those returning players and those newcomers, especially if you have more newcomers than returners?
Yeah, I think that is a big key is when you do have a lot of guys returning, or this is probably the most we've had, and guys that have played, it helps. They know what's going on. They can educate the new guys. I think having the guys here for 6 weeks in the summer really helps with that. You only get to work out, 4 hours a week, but they get to spend a lot of time, whether it's in the gym, the bowling alley, at the movie theater, just getting to know one another and building those personal relationships, that camaraderie that we all know, every team needs to be successful.
Traditionally, when have you seen your teams make the most improvement? Is it from the beginning of practice to the first regular season game? Is it regular season to conference play? And knowing that every year could be different, have you seen a pattern with when the improvement takes place?
Yeah, I can't really pinpoint it on any one area right now with our team. Obviously last year it was with taking care of the basketball, and I certainly am hoping that that's the same thing again this year. There's just so many different areas, Kyle, that you work on and that you depend on being pretty good at to have a chance to be successful. I think one area that I'd like to see us get better at, that we were good last year, is creating offense from our defense, and then just missed opportunities scoring in transition. I think most teams, as far as their half court offensive execution, is probably not where everybody wants it to be right now. We got to continue to get better at that. But I think, overall, we need to improve in several different areas.
I'm looking at your schedule here. Tell us a little bit about that. You started with Illinois and you got Indiana 2 games later, and Northwestern. Just how it came together, and just how you expected to help your team get.
Well, we talked to guys in the recruiting process, and not one of them, they want to play the Power Fives, Power Fours. So we've certainly gone out and done that. But I think it gives our basketball program, our university, our athletic program a lot of publicity, playing against teams, whether it's a Big Ten network or Fox or whatever. And then just the opportunity, kind of find out where you're at against some of the best teams. I think going out to Kansas last year and playing as well as we did, that really helped us. A lot of it, it's not so much who you're playing, it's how you play. And, if we play well and grow and learn, I think it really prepares us for the Ohio Valley. And, we're playing in some neat venues, Illinois, the State Farm Center. I'm not sure what they call it up in Indiana anymore. When I played there, it was the Assembly Hall, playing in Hinkle Fieldhouse. We played Northwestern, I think my first year here, and Coach Collins done a heck of a job up there. So we're going to be tested, and then Valparaiso and the Valley, Northern Illinois and the MAC. So we've certainly not cheated ourselves with our non-conference schedule, and the thing is just staying positive and again learning, growing, and being ready when league play starts.
Harry is with us right now. Harry Schroeder, go ahead, Harry. Your questions for Coach.
Yeah, thanks, Kyle. Hi, Marty. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Harry.
Hey, when I look up at your roster a little bit, and I haven't done the deepest of dives, but it seems like you maybe have more firepower than you've had in a while. Maybe is this one of the more talented teams you've had at EIU?
Yeah, I would say it's the most. To be honest, I think when we look back at last year, Harry, if Jacoby doesn't miss the last 7 weeks, that was a big loss for us. And fortunately, we had some guys step up and we stayed competitive. But I really like the depth, the experience. I think we've got 6 seniors. Having returning guys really helps. I know you know that, Harry. It just does. And we think we've added pieces that have made practice probably as competitive as it's been since I've been here, and we're excited about our team.
You've done this, and a number of schools have done this in this portal, the way the portal has rearranged recruiting, signing guys from what you might think of as being lower levels, Division II or NAIA, something like that. Do you think that's actually kind of opened up the door for you to find guys that maybe you wouldn't have looked at before?
Absolutely. And I coached at the Division II level for 5 years, and there's a lot of guys that can really play there, and we've been able to get some guys from there. We've maybe been able to get a few guys that they were injured and didn't get an opportunity, and now they've turned out to be pretty good for us. But there's no doubt it's opened up some avenues for us to maybe get a little better player.
And then finally, Calais from Evansville, he's not the most physical guy in the world. You're talking about rebounding, but he's got height and all that. Has he got to be one of those key guys for your rebounding component?
Yeah, he does. I mean, he's long. I mean, he's really long. Like when he double teams, he shows great length. I think he has the ability to be a great shot blocker. Again, he really communicates just in your pick and roll coverages. He's a terrific young man. He wants to, again, be coached, and he wants you to push him, and he wants to get better. So I definitely, I think he really adds, a lot of depth at our post position. Runs the floor extremely well.
Appreciate your time, Marty. Good to see you.
Thank you, Harry.
Coach, you've seen the OVC in general. It's been different probably every year since you've been in EIU. What are your expectations on how do you think the league will be overall this season?
I think it'd be great every year. I mean, I think there's a lot of really outstanding coaches in the league. Everybody's hard to play against. The venues that we play in are outstanding. We've lost a couple coaches, and the guys that have come in are outstanding coaches. I just think, from my standpoint, there's a lot of parity in the league. I know we go through the preseason rankings and all that. It's hard to judge because we all don't know exactly what the other teams have. But I would guess that probably every coach in the league right now feels like they have a chance to compete for a championship, and that's no different for us. We've got more guys back than we've ever had, and again, we're excited about our new players. You got to stay healthy, which doesn't always happen, but I think when you go up and down the league, like there's not a night, like you better be ready to play. You better bring your A game, or you're not going to come out on the winning side. That's for sure.
Is there something? What I've asked some other coaches this. What is great about being a part of the Eastern Illinois family? Not just basketball program, but the athletic department, the university, the whole. Why is EIU a special place?
Well, my story. I played up here as a high school player, and my brother went and graduated from Eastern Illinois. Eastern Illinois University is. The people here are just. They're off the charts. They're so supportive. it's amazing. And from an athletic standpoint, like Tom Michael is a great guy to work with. He has a student athletes experience at the top of the list. All the coaches here support one another to the highest degree. The staff, administrative staff, they all just try to do anything and everything they can to help us be successful. And then that filters into the community, and people in the Charleston community and surrounding communities. They really care about EIU athletics. So I just know in our heart that if we do our jobs and we bring a successful basketball program, that we'll fill, Groniger Arena up. I played in it as a high school player, and we filled it up. The enthusiasm it's here, and it's on us as coaches and players to do our jobs, and I think this could really be a special place.
I'll end with this then to play off that answer. Is there, if you're making the pitch to the EIU fan base to come out to every home game this year, what are they going to see when your team takes the court this year?
Yeah, I think more than anything, Kyle, and is we're going to play hard, every night, and we're going to bring effort. We're going to dive on the floor for loose balls. We're going to take charges. You're going to see guys out there that care about each other, that are playing for each other. I think, we'll do some things that are exciting. Our athleticism is good. We got some guys that can make some pretty, I don't know, I guess, enthusiastic plays. But more than anything, I think they'll see a group of guys out there that are one, playing for each other and playing for their school, playing for their community, and that has a real connection with our fan base.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time this afternoon, and best of luck to you and your team this season.
Thanks a lot, Kyle.